Hello, and I'm glad you clicked on the button. This first video will discuss the 7 fears that often hold us back from starting our own businesses. Let's face it, to this point, you've been very successful in your chosen career. Most of you watching this are in education, whether you be coming from the classroom or as an administrator. And now we're looking to perhaps transition into some other entrepreneurial ventures. And there are concerns, there are cares, there are worries. Together, we'll discuss some of those big fears that may be holding us back and what we can possibly do about them. But first, let's talk about who this is not for. This is not for people who are looking for therapy. What we do together through my coaching and training is not going to solve mental health issues. We're only going to focus on a forward look, whereas therapy tends to look backward at the causes and reasons why we behave as we do. We're here to talk about healthy progress in your professional lives. So, this is not going to be some kind of lay on the couch and let me tell you about why your cousin and your uncle caused you to have certain kinds of stress in your life. Who this is for are people who are interested in taking the steps, putting in the hard work so that they can achieve their professional objectives, whether that's simply to have some side hustle to complement their current income, or if it's to completely move away from their current source of income and replace it with some new business generating income that they are involved in or looking to become engaged in. So let me introduce myself to you first. I am David Zahn, the Teacher's Business Mentor. And just a brief history on me, I was a teacher. I am the product of 2 educators. My father was a superintendent for a district of schools in Sheepshead Bay, Brooklyn. My mother was a reading specialist. My sister was a teacher recently retired after putting in her years in a school district in Merrick, Long Island. I then pursued a corporate career, but I stayed very close to education in that I went into training and instructional design, taking the skills I had learned from education and applying them to the business environment. I also am an author of multiple books on consulting skills, where I have helped people bridge from their current area of subject matter expertise to be able to form businesses around consulting in those arenas. I've been a corporate executive. I've been an adjunct faculty member at the University of New Haven in 2 of their graduate school programs, helping those looking to pursue other business ventures succeed in those exact endeavors. And now I'd like to be your coach and help you make that transition as well. So let's just begin as I've done a quick introduction here. Let's do an assessment. How are you feeling? Are you feeling tired? Are you feeling mired in fear? Or are you feeling more wired and inspired to succeed? Hopefully, it's the latter. And together, we're going to keep that forward motion, that inertia going, so that you are able to make the steps through our mentorship, through our step by step guidance, so that you can succeed. We don't want anybody here to get so overwhelmed that they fail purely out of fear. So let's discuss 7 big self imposed fears that prevent many teachers from even entering the business world and certainly from succeeding. The first one is imposter syndrome. And by imposter syndrome, I mean you begin to think to yourself, who's ever going to believe me? I've been a teacher. How could I possibly be a business person? I have no right to even start a business. I've never worked in a capitalistic kind of endeavor. I've been a civil servant. I've been a teacher. All these but, don't kinds of thoughts begin to occur to us. And my answer to that is says who? We are putting these thoughts out through our own creation. We're not forbidden from going into business. In fact, we have a lot to offer business because of our skills that we have mastered through our careers prior to starting any kind of an entrepreneurial venture. Some of you may have a fear of, I don't know how to be in business. I know what's expected of me when I'm in the classroom. I know what's expected of me as the administrator in a school district or in a particular school. But I don't necessarily know what I need to know about starting a business. And the good news is you probably know a heck of a lot more than you give yourself credit for, but that's also where a coach or mentor can assist and show you the path, show you how to get from point A to point B, provide you with the resources and tools to accomplish that. That's exactly what we offer. That's why you could perhaps benefit from a business coach or mentor. Some of you may feel as your third fear, this is hard. Going into business is difficult. There are a lot of unknowns. It's a totally new environment for me. And the truth is, it may be new for some of you, but there's a lot that you have in your satchel of experiences, in your knowledge and skills that you can apply. And it's really not as different as perhaps you fear. It's just that being afraid of the unknown that's preventing you from moving forward. Some of you may feel, I'm at the age of retirement, and this is going to take a long time. And the truth is, there will be work that needs to be put in, but it's not inexhaustible. You will be able to succeed if you take the necessary steps up front and incrementally build upon them. It is going to take work, but that doesn't necessarily translate to decades of time before you succeed. You can succeed fairly easily, fairly early in your development of your business. Some of you may think this is going to take money, and I now live, perhaps if you're on a pension, on a fixed income. And we can discuss what is more of an essential spend and what is perhaps unnecessary or superfluous. And that's a mistake that many new entrepreneurs make, is that they spend thinking they have to buy certain essentials when in fact they do not create new business opportunities. They do not generate leads or convert to sales. So there's certain things that you may have to invest, and I use that term advisedly, invest, because there will be a return on that spend. There are other things that you do not need to spend, or you can certainly minimize the spend on without doing any injury to your future success. Some of you may just feel, I'm going to fail. I don't know how to do this. It's new to me. It's something I've not done before. And my ego won't allow me to fail. I don't want the friends and neighbors and family to see me failing. I've been a success up to this point. I don't want to venture into something new that has the possibility and risk of not turning out as I wish it to. Another reason why you want to be consulting with a business coach who can help you through that, learn from their experiences, and prevent you from falling flat on your face and failing. It's not a foregone conclusion that you will fail if you do the right things. So, wanted to give you this quick 7 issues that tend to prevent people from taking that first step. And if you'll click on the second video, we can discuss the entrepreneurial mindset. Now that we've understood some of the holdups, we can look at what can we do positively in that second video. I invite you to click there. Look forward to talking to you there. Thanks.